Good evening, it's your man Earl, the coach, here late night, November 7th, day after the May election, and hope you voted. And I had a very, very productive day today, exploring a new business venture / opportunity that we're going to be getting involved in. Shout out to DP Designs. And shout out to the Crib Show really quickly. You'll hear more about that in the future as we formalize our partnership. Nevertheless, today's topic is driven by the last really 4 hours meeting with some of the production staff. And as you guys well know, the Most High God does not make any mistakes. So we spent a considerable amount of time today building just the culture, men, family in general. Had an opportunity to talk to a very, very powerful couple. And when I use the terminology powerful, what I mean is they know, for the most part, who they are. And a lot of people don't understand that power resides in understanding self. Not relying on self, but understanding self, understanding how you're made, some of your strengths, if not all of your strengths, and most importantly, your weaknesses. And something, many things came out in the conversation, and I'm just very humbled to be able to share and build with powerful couples. So with that being said, I want to take this time, day 311, November 7th, day 311, I'm going to talk about dumping, or another way that people recognize it is people pouring their negative energy out into the environment, into you. Many different terms for this, but I want to help you understand by giving you three, I'm not going to say tools per se, because there are three topics or three areas that you need to be very aware of, as well as things that you need to put in the back of your mind, because as you guys well know, negative energy can affect not only you, but your loved ones. And so I'm going to give you three things that you need to reinforce in your own life, or remind yourself when you're dealing with people, particularly outside of your home. And if you're married to a spouse, if you're married to someone, or you're dating someone, or this happens to be your mom or dad, which what I mean is, you know, if they're your parents or family members, it's kind of hard not to deal with people. But if you are dating someone, get out now. You're not going to change them if they're a negative person. You will not be the one to change them. It has to be something that clicks on the inside. So women, stop being heroes or sheroes trying to change a negative man. And men, when you come across a young lady that has negative thoughts, behaviors, processes and thinking and behavior, you need to get away. You need to get away because you are not going to change them. And here is the tough language before we get started. We as human beings have the capacity to love anyone and anything. And so you can love something and it be very dangerous for you, and it be very unfruitful and very unproductive to be in a relationship with certain people. So, with that being said, protect yourself from negative energy, aka dumping, day 311, November 7th. Let's get into it. First thing you need to be aware of is you have people that are called time leeches. Now, leeches come in all different shapes and sizes, and we're not talking about the financial leech. We're talking about people who have negative energy or negative frequencies or have negative spirits, right? They are what's called time leeches. And what these kind of people, I'll give you a brief description. You are busy, you're occupying with your children, or you're spending time with your spouse, or you're engaging in your own business, and they call you and say, hey, are you busy? And you say yes. And instead of having their own self-control and decency to hang the phone up, they barrel right on through your comment into their negative spill. That's a time leech. Okay, I've even seen some people call these people time vampires. I prefer a leech. Both of them obviously deal with blood, which is the life force of the body, I might add. And time is a resource that you cannot get back. So there's a very slight correlation between time and blood. Not going to get too deep into that, but I need you to understand that there are people who, in order to dump negativity into you or your mind or into your life, that they have to have your time. And guess what? Very few people have the ability to steal your time. You have to willingly and voluntarily give that up. So, first mode of defense, do not give negative people your time, which can translate into your mind and or your body. Okay? Second thing, some people have poor expression. And what I mean by that is they are extremely negative in their vocabulary. You need to stop them cold turkey. Words are life and death. Words have imagery attached to them. And you don't want people pouring negative energy, negative words, negative images into your mind, from their mouth into your mind, okay? And into your mind, into your heart, and then out of your heart comes that negativity expressed in your own decisions and behavior, okay? Excuse me. Long day, but we real, so we don't even edit it out. Why? Because the goal is to give videos, not to be perfect, all right? And I need you guys to see that you can be tired, but you got to press through. So first one, time leech. Second one, stop them cold turkey. Don't let them pour that negativity into your mind, okay? Because it affects your mentality, okay? And then the third thing is you need to form a protective barrier around your mindset, around your family, around your body, physically and spiritually. Well, how do you do that? Well, glad you asked. You need to develop your own frequency, your own quote-unquote spiritual strength, and positive affirmation. Now, here's why this is important. Because sometimes you cannot avoid the negative energy, the negative language, the negative dumping, right? It could be your boss at work, and this guy or gal is super negative, comes by your desk, and just goes at it, right? Excuse me. So how do you be respectful? How do you deal with someone who's negative? And you have to deal with them. Well, I'll give you one strategy, and we're done for this tonight. Day 311. Watch this. You can internalize positive affirmation, and you can store positive energy. Okay? So, you need to be able to speak to yourself positively, subconsciously. All right, when people are being negative, you can speak things to yourself in your mind. All right, don't need to be disrespectful out loud, but you can enhance your own mentality. You can enhance your own mindset within yourself. The Bible talks about encouraging yourself. So that's another strategy. Even in the midst of other people pouring negativity on the outside of you, you form a barrier by speaking positive and thinking positive, if you will. I prefer speaking as well as thinking, all right? And you need to feed what is good in your body, in your mind, in your spirit, okay? Day 311, dealing with dumping of negativity, negative people, however you want to frame it. But 3 things. Number 1, stop the time leeches. Stop them cold turkey with the words. And 3, you got to form protective barriers in your life, physically and spiritually. All right, it's your man Earl, www.deuceswild22.com. Day 311 on the calendar, November 7th, 2018. Dumping.
Peace.